left, ladies and gentlemen, is Wings of Liberty. In the top right, we do have Ruff. And in the bottom left, we do have Dark. A TVZ on Daybreak. Crooks GSL's Daybreak, of course. So we actually do have at the 4th base a rich Vespine geyser and only 6 patches of minerals. Of course, these mineral patches are all 1500, so they are a little bit higher than a normal base in Legacy of the Void at this point. And of course, we do see a slow start. And by the way, this timer is the wrong time. It is like faster than the actual time, so this is game time. And not actual time, so don't worry about this being like 17 minutes, you only have watched like 10 or 12. And one gas opening here, barracks, follow up. And the drone. Gonna make that hatchery. Hatchery first here for Doug. Now lava injects did use to generate 4 lava. So actually the macro mechanic is quite insane for the Zerg players. That's something that did get nerfed. But it was also a little bit of a necessary nerf because they made the queen stronger in general. So the queen is way weaker here and you can't really stack injects or something like that. So you have to keep them kind of around your bases and you can't roam with as many queens as you can in Legacy. Because you can just always go back, stack up that stacked up energy, you can stack up injects and then you can just roam with your queens again, right? You see a reactor on that barracks here, factory coming in, and a wall in at the low ground. It's gonna keep that, preserve that for later, that low ground. Gonna save up for that natural base, of course. I mean, looking at this, he is quite committed as a 1-1-1 setup here without the natural going up yet. It's just different than Legacy of the Void, right? Because he is not even fully saturated in his main. He's finally at like 12 workers on the minerals. He just simply does not have that money to already throw down the command center. Now, he can go into units from this, or he can go into the command center. He's gonna most likely go into extra Hellions first. Let's see, maybe he's gonna throw down the CC first. No, there we go. Prioritizing that unit production for now. On the other side, Dark is trying to grow his economy, but it's just slow. It just takes time. It just takes a little bit of time. Throwing down a 3rd hatchery already, nice and early here. Command center on the way. So this is like 3 minutes-ish Legacy of the Void. So it's actually not that different. Maybe 3.5 minutes or something. Hellions coming in. Can he deal some damage with those? Actually, check those Hellions. Versus light 14, 2.5 weapon speed. And yeah. Just running, making the drones run for now. Can the queen get a block? It is fat enough. But this queen DPS, man, it's 4 times 2, which is 8 damage. And 1 second. That was a great block there by Dark. And 2-port Banshee, welcome to Wings of Liberty. Now, you say, hey, he can just throw down a spore. Actually, he can't because he does not have an evolution chamber. Yes, that bad boy, you still need that one. Now this Marine can basically infinitely hold this wall if he just sets these guys to repair, actually. Yeah, the Marine is just already at 2 kills, man. He feels like Starship Troopers right now. Now Dark is microing out his low links, but he loses one down there, so... Cloak on the way. Of course, no Banshee speed, but I think Banshees were fast here. I think they're like 2.25 or something, and here they're 2.75. Oh, can he find those Banshees? Yes, that's a great scout. Now, he does get that evolution chamber. So he can potentially throw down any spores, but maybe he's a tiny bit late. Push away the Banshees. That was a very fast detour on those guys. Even though the Queen DPS is actually lower against those A units as well, because they still do their 1 speed, 1 attack speed. Now splitting up a few links, gonna find everything going on here on the base. The other side, more and more Banshees coming out from that 2-port. Going into extra gases. On the other side, we do see a few spores being added in, but spores are not the superpower spores they are in Legacy of the Void, where they deal like 30 damage or something. Or 20, they deal 15, and they have an 0.86 attack speed. I have to check all the stats on all of these things, to be honest. How many changes did it go? But Banshees are quite powerful. Now he's gonna try to work on the creep here first. Queen's coming in. They can transfuse. They have instant transfuses. As you can see, all of the health instantly comes in. But maybe it's not enough to help that Queen. He's gonna kill the first one. Maybe he can kill a few more. Dark overestimating its power here a little bit. Banshees, very strong. Gonna get the first Banshee. Gonna lose one more Queen. And can he get that last Banshee? It seems like the answer is no. Oh, maybe he's a bit too greedy. Yeah, he will lose that one. Don't. Yeah, there we go. Maybe was a tiny bit too greedy there. Now we do see a Spire, of course, and range actually from Dark. And he's gonna kill that last Banshee as well. A little bit unfortunate. Second evolution chamber. It killed 3 queens. I really liked how that was going for him, but now we do have... Oh, no block happening here. Queens trying to kill Hellions. That does take a while, as you can see. Actually, Queens are not the catch-all defense here for Zerg. You need some units. That's a great surround still, though. 19 drones dying. Definitely a good trade here for Ruff. Now, hatchery on the way on the base number 4, but this is a small base. And we do have 3 Banshees hanging out with 3 Overlords. I wonder if they have like a stand-in or something. You know, those mixers, they call it here in Japan, where you have like a few people just meeting each other in like a restaurant or something, and then just talking, and maybe they'll go out and date. You know, something like that. I'm gonna lose a Banshee though. I guess these Overlords didn't want to date these Banshees. Unfortunate. Banshees pilots did not get their way. Now, do you see that engineering bay behind this? But this is not by, this is mech indeed. So I don't expect any upgrades from that. Probably a few missile turrets. He's going into Thor's at this point. Does he already have Blue Flame? No. He has those add-ons, but he's not produced that crucial upgrade yet. And the Overlord does see a lot of things. He sees 4 depots at once. Now we do see Blue Flame. Oh, that's a good catch. He does also see those meters. By the way, +5 versus light units. Alright, that's the upgrade. Missile turret is gonna get killed, but the Thor is gonna send all of these meters home. That's a funny location for a missile turret. So these Hellions are gonna be from +14 to +19 against light, and with that +1 they will 2-shot drones. Now, mutas don't have that speed regeneration, by the way. Oh, we see a Raven, and the Raven upgrade even gets that extra energy for the Ravens. Ravens are super strong. No, mutas don't have that speed regen, so they just take, when they take damage, they take it for a while, or they need to go back to transfuse or something. But this is a bunch of roaches, and they are quite powerful, feels like. Move speed of 3, weapon of 18. So trigger. Thanks for the follow, bro. Good to see you. You're gonna play the next Brute Wings of Liberty tournament we have. Now, big attack here coming in from Dark. Can Ruff defend this? He does not have those missiles, Seeker missiles, that he desperately needs. And it feels like the mutas might just be enough here to magic box those doors. And in the end, those Ravens, sorry, the Overseers are gonna kill those Banshees with those mutas. But he's actually pulling back to some missile turrets, so maybe the mutas will not be enough. One is gonna survive. One muta against one Banshee here, the eternal battle, but in the end everything else is gonna just die here, unfortunately. Raven... He's producing 2 Ravens. Wait, did he have... Let's quickly look at this. Oh, sorry, he's not producing Ravens, I was on the wrong... What is this? Extend the time duration of Raven, Order Turret, Seeker Missiles and Point Defensor. Extends the timed duration of Seeker Missiles? That doesn't make any sense, but let's just take that for granted, and yeah. Yo, thank you for the follow. Upturn TV. Wings of Liberty it is, man. Going to another map of this best of 3, map number 2. Dark already taken that first one. The next map is gonna be Antiga Shipyards. And we do see in the bottom left Ruff, and in the top right Dark. Now, enjoy these 6 workers, guys. We used to have 4 in Brute, alright, and they already upped it to 6 in StarCraft 2. And they were so happy about this, and I think it was a great thing. 6 workers. It looked good. And then they went to 8 in Heart of the Swarm, and I felt like, no, this is not good. And then they went to 12 in Legacy of Void, and I felt like, I don't like playing this game as much anymore. 6 workers. And when I researched everything for this tournament, set this up, I played a few custom games to check out all the units and stuff. Against AI, of course. But actually, it's been a while since I've had so much fun playing StarCraft 2. Even though it was only against AI and I never play against AI. It was so insane. Have you ever heard of Mapu? Have you ever had Mapu Tofu? It's called, in Japan it's called like this. Oh, Mr. Caps. It's called this in Japan, and yeah, we have this regularly. We have this like, I don't know, once every couple of months or something. This is gonna be an interesting wall. Oh, with second barracks, okay. Even a more interesting wall. I guess you can't squeeze in an add-on here. Is it how you chose your attack? No. It has nothing to do with it. I chose my attack when I was like 13, so I had no idea about any English or Japanese or Asian culture at all, anything. So yeah, also it was when the internet was still not that big, at least in my area. It was actually quite difficult to research things. So yeah, I think my ID, it has a little bit of a story. It's not the greatest story, but I guess I can kind of, I guess I can probably tell it later, because we do actually have things coming on. Doug is going for a 12 pool kind of here. Speed, no, it's, yeah, he's at 12 workers, but Speedling opening. And going into another hatchery, potentially, but he has a few links. And he's gonna go ahead and try to kill Ruff. But Ruff has 3 barracks, so he should be fine. He's gonna kill an Overlord. Potentially he's gonna lose those Marines. But it's only 2 links. The 2 links can't really block those Marines. And he's even gonna lose one of those links. The Dark is gonna have a bad time, man. He went so all in on this one. He has no second base up and running. He should go for the gold. He shouldn't go for that mineral base. He should go for the gold. I mean, Ruff is supply block right now. That's a big deal, actually. He could have just walked across the map and killed him. But this is gonna be speed, so speed links are gonna be more powerful in that engagement. He's gonna lose that SCV. And remember, he's only sitting at 16 SCVs. We're already at 4-minute playtime. But he's only sitting at 16 SCVs right now. Losing one is actually a big deal. He lost the second one, I think, right? He lost just 2 SCVs here right now. I'm correct, yeah. 2 SCVs. That's actually 2 of his 17 SCVs. It's quite a much. It's like 20% of his mineral income right now because he was sitting at 10 SCVs mining. Now just a bunch of Marines. We have a bunker with this. What is Dark doing? He is droning. He's mining more gas again. He's throwing down a hatchery. He's just keeping these links across here. And by the way, MW, good to see you in the chat today as well. Hope you're having a good time. And a banging nest. Oh, hell yeah. My cursor giving, my mouse wheel giving in a little bit weak there in the end. Zooming in one or twice too much there. And a factory on the way. But is this gonna happen? I mean, if you throw down a scan and you just see this, it should be like, no. And he saw there's no base. He saw the drone standing there. He's like, this should be a big committal, shouldn't it? And honestly, even if he breaks this, he needs so many links. Is he gonna have those? He does have the injects now, but he only has 1 queen. He needs a second queen to get those injects going. To actually have enough units. And Dark is trying to intercept that scout, but there's so many Marines, man. Ruff should be able to hold this. He doesn't know that this is coming. He's pushing out with the Marines. This could be a huge mistake. Now, if Dark can catch these Marines kind of in the middle of the map. Where is he morphing those Banes? It's not this guy. They're at home, actually. He does not have any units out on the map, really. Morphing into Banes. Triple starport? Triple starport Banshee? There we go. Ruff going full crazy mode. Now these Banes, man. Oh, those Marines are so sad. Oh, that was such a big deal. Now can he hold the counterattack? It feels like Dark has a huge edge right now. If he breaks this wall, he should be easily... do you reinforce this wall? Lift this? I mean, he's gotta bust you, right? He's remaking Marines now. He did stop making Marines, so he has none at home right now. And we should see those Banes being morphed in here anytime soon. He's gonna probe the wall for now, and then he's gonna go back. Is he gonna morph in Vision? No. And he's not morphing anything yet. He has 2 Banes. So funny. Oh, he's actually gonna... He's gonna repair this, and there we see the Banings. Now, is Ruff gonna notice this? Is he gonna do anything about this? We have a little bit more of an economy, but there's no anti-air, really. There is no evolution chambers. He can't make any spores. Oh, he's reinforcing with the factory. And he's actually smartly positioning the supply depot. It does not get splashed. He is not making any more Marines. He's only sitting at 4. That's quite the impressive, what do you say? I mean, he's gonna bust now through the wall. Can he actually kill that bunker? It's quite the impressive coolness there. The bunker's even gonna survive? Oh no, so the bunker dies, but actually no units are behind this. And bam, 3 Banshees. There we go. And Dark is like, what? Evolution chamber. Queens. He doesn't have the money for queens. Queen. He doesn't have the money for queens. And the Banshees, they need to go across the map. They're shooting at those links. That's a nice delay tactic here from Dark. But the wall is not going to be broken. I mean, even if he breaks it again with those Banes, it's a big investment if you do that. And we do have the wall being rebuilt. He's even going to double layer this with an engineering bay as well. I like to see it. Yeah, he's not going to break that one, Dark. See? This is not gonna happen. Yeah. And Banshees are across the map. Can he kill those queens? He does kill 2 queens. Now, if he focuses down those spores, there's 1 more queen. Can he get that Banshee? First and foremost, the spore might fall. Banshee is in peril. He's gonna drop a mule to repair it. He's gonna drop the mule. Gonna get repaired now. Queen's flanking here. And this queen did kill that Banshee. We still have that mule. Needs to get on the repair job. It's gonna start it now. He has so many Banshees, man. 4 Banshees. He's gonna quickly snipe that queen. Can he get this spore? I think he can. You can commit to this. Second spore? Potentially, yes. Yeah, he has enough DPS, man. Those Banshee DPSs are crazy. Now he needs to go down, hunt that queen here again, and then he just goes back to the top. Oh my god. If he kills that spawning pool, man, there's no more queens. He's gonna get this. He has this. He's gonna kill another spore. Spore needs to evacuate. Dark is struggling even to remake spores. I mean, he's basically sacrificing drones for this. He needs to make drones and spores and only mine minerals. Come in with the spawn in the north, but it's gonna get killed as well. And here's 1 more queen here. He's gonna lose the hatchery in the main. Oh my god. Triple port Banshee. Meanwhile, he's trying to probe the wall again, but it's not gonna happen. He's gonna lose another spore here, Dark, man. He's been losing how many spores at this time? It's 4 spores, 1 hatchery, 5 queens, man. Those Banshees. Now he's gonna try to make another base down here, but he does not have a spawning pool. He cannot create any queens. He needs to make more spores, I feel like. Dark is not making enough spores right now. He has money, but he does not make spores. He needs to kind of defend this area. I mean, this is exposed. This is only 1 spore against 7 Banshees. Or 5. Not gonna work. Now he loses the spore, he loses the queen, and then he loses all of this. See? I mean, what are you doing, Dark? You needed to have, like, spore here, spore here, spore here. WW. Ruff is gonna take a game out of Dark. Oh, boy. Wings of Liberty, triple in the Banshees. Crazy. Great game. Next map is gonna be Ohana, means family. Yes. Been waiting to say that. No, actually no, but I kinda needed to. And can Ruff surprise Dark again with like 4-port Banshee or something? I don't know. Double port didn't work in the first map. Maybe the second map does work with the the second map did work with the triple. Now the 4th might work with a quadruple. In the bottom right, it is Ruff. In the top left, it is Dark. Okay, now I have a little bit of time. No, we have an SCV going across the map, actually. Maybe I have a little bit of time for story. How the ID Mapu did came to be. So it's basically a story from a friend. He went to Rome, to Italy, Rome, during a, I don't know, like a music club or something, like an orchestral club he was in, and they were like part of the church. So they moved to Italy to visit the Vatican and play music there or something weird like that. And they were there for like, I think 3 days or maybe 4 days. And one of those days they of course visited the Colosseum and stuff, so they were like doing a town tour, kind of tourist tour. And they had like a relaxing spot. There was like a plaza with a nice spring well and an ice cafe and stuff like that. They all grabbed some ice and just sat down, had some ice cream. And while they had that, suddenly there was this guy looking at staring at the spring well for quite a while. And oh my god, is Stark gonna scout this one? No, he's not. No, there was this guy looking at the spring well, and he just stared at it for a few minutes, apparently. And then he just suddenly started just to jump into the well. And he jumps around inside the well and starts to shout, "Mapufa, Mapufa, Mapufa," all the time. And that's basically the story where I got my ID from. It used to be Mapufa, and then I just eventually shortened it to Mapu, because it's a better ID. But that's the whole story. And that's where it comes from. And it's a bunker rush. Dark doesn't see this. It's not gonna be rebuilt. Honestly, I feel this is a wasted opportunity. Reapers do have grenades. If you make Reapers, put them in a bunker and they freaking throw grenades at the fucking hatchery, it's gonna go down so fast, man. They deal 30 damage. They're so good against buildings. I feel like this is definitely a big mistake here by Ruff. He could have made that a confirmed kill. Now, can Dark hold this one? Is he gonna throw down a second bunker? Yeah, he is. There's only one marine production though. He does have 2 SCVs though to repair. He is making a factory behind this at home. Still on one basis. On one base. What is Dark doing? He's just letting some HP go down. Making a few more units. He's making those double queens. He brings a drone maybe for a spore. Decides against it for now. He has the money. And Marines are stacking up, but oh, he's supply blocked. That's a big issue actually. No, Dark needs to decide soon if he wants to fight. Oh, he brings drones. I think this is gonna be the big drone fight. A drone pool, Ling, Queen, drones, everything coming off the line here. Now, Ruff is in only the bottom bunker. He does set one SCV into the bunker to just sit there. I think that's a bit of a mistake. One Marine is not gonna get in here. Oh. Or is he? No, he is actually. No, there was a different one that just finished up. But yeah, in the end, when he kills some drones, he loses a few SCVs, he loses both bunkers, he didn't salvage them. Yeah, I think this is better for Dark. I mean, look at the minerals lost. He keeps the hatchery alive, he keeps the production alive. And I think this is better for Dark. Now Queens are working on that scouting barracks. But it doesn't really scout much because, I mean, what is there to see? This is Wings of the Liberty. You force your opponent into a big reaction to defend this one. So of course he's not gonna have anything at home. The only thing you see is gonna be the speed researching. But Queens do deal DPS very slowly at this point. Oh boy. That DPS nerf. Love to see it. I mean, look at this. It's weapon speed 1 for the anti-air as well. They already have that 7 range, 9 damage. By the way, double starport. But nothing to kill the Overlord, so yeah. I feel like if he would have gotten 1 Marine back home to clear that Overlord. Oh my god, there's even a Ling on top of that depot. No, Ruff, no. No. No, 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 no. Is he gonna be able to defend this one? He's gonna pull all of his SCVs here. Gonna have another Hellion. Hellion shooting from the outside. He loses so many SCVs. Looking at 8 workers here. He's technically still alive. I mean, he probably thinks he did more damage than he actually did. Because he's not leaving the game yet. He's technically still alive. He has even 1 SCV stuck over here. Oh boy, that's painful. He's only sitting at 8 SCVs, making him currently at 7 working SCVs. And he needs to wait for the tack lab to finish. Lift it up, throw it down again. It's gonna not cancel the second starport, interestingly enough. Only working on 1 gas and 7 on minerals. I mean, he has a mule. 4 Hellions across the map. He's shooting at weird things there. But yeah, I'm not sure, man. Those Hellions are not really doing anything. They're killing those Lings now. But the Queens and the follow-up Lings should be enough here to get rid of those guys. Hellions are actually pretty good, I have to say. They feel very strong. Now, Banshees are coming in. Can he do something with those Banshees? He doesn't really have the money to support Cloak currently. He actually needs to get more guys mining on minerals here. There's too many on gas. He's bringing 2 SCVs. I wonder what those are for. Maybe repairs. Oh my god, he just lost the first Banshee like that to those Queens. Oh boy. He walked into 6 Queens. That's when the DPS is high enough. Now these 2 SCVs get found. Not sure what those were for anyways. But that's gonna be it. GG is gonna be called. Unfortunately, Ruff had a rough game here. Dark does take that one. Crazy, man. Wings of Liberty.